now head to a corner of Macomb County that, quite frankly, we didn't think we'd be in come playoff time. Coming into the season, the Crusaders of L'Anse Creuse North were riding a 19-game losing streak dating back to 2009. In their 38 seasons of varsity football at North, they've had just one playoff berth. But this year's team buried the past in a hurry. A 7-2 regular season record had the Crusaders hosting a playoff game, and they got to do so against a team that knocked them off earlier this season, the Romeo Bulldogs. Could North avenge their Week 4 loss to Romeo and get that elusive first playoff win of the highlights? Tied at 14, starting the third quarter, and it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Crusader QB Sean Koski calls his own number, puts North up 21-14. Start of the 4th now. Koski this time shows off his arm. Yeah, he has that too. Deep into the end zone, Tyler Conklin. Great play over 2 defenders. Crews up 28-14. Now later in the 4th, 1st and goal from the 3. Koski runs this one in for the TD, and that puts it away. 35-21 Crusaders, and as you might imagine, head coach Anthony Kiner pumped after the huge victory.
Oh, emotions are super high. Emotions are super high. I mean, this is what we thought we can do. You know, this team is really good, and you know we have a lot of great talent here, and the boys just believe. And that's really all it took. You know, these boys believe in what we were doing.
So L'Anse Creuse North moves on with the win tonight. They'll get traditional power Macomb, Dakota next week. The Cougars took down Chippewa Valley for the 2nd time this season, winning their playoff opener 17-7, setting up that rematch next weekend. So Rob, L'Anse Creuse North scores their first playoff victory in school history tonight, taking into account the losing streak they brought into the season and the division that they play in. Is this an impressive turnaround in your opinion?
Yeah, it's an impressive turnaround. Now, it's going to get tougher. They beat a 5-4 Romeo team, not one of the good Romeo teams. And Romeo has put some good teams in the playoffs over the past 5 years. This was not their best team. But the fact is they won. This is a team that hasn't been able to get to the playoffs. They come out, they get a W, but the road gets tougher.
So much of this season has been made about their new spread offense. Don't get us wrong, that has been impressive. But tonight was about the way their defense stepped up, stopped Romeo in the second half. Very impressive.
Right. No, you should be learning. We do this week after week. You should be figuring this out.
Okay.
Offense is great. You have to score points, obviously, to win a football game.
Everybody likes offense.
Well, everyone likes offense, except for Michigan State. But you look at the defense. They're the ones that they get it done when things get going and you start making your way through the playoffs. You better have a tough defense. You be able to get at quarterbacks, get turnovers, create problems for the offense you're playing against. And Romeo really couldn't do anything against them tonight. And Creuse North really had an answer for everything they tried to do. And on the offensive side of the football, there was nothing going on here entire night. So yeah, defense was pretty good, but they're gonna have a much tougher test next week.
You don't waste any time getting in the little zingers. I've always liked that about you. Looking at the other side of the bracket, Macomb, Dakota, they